Hello student. Now we are going to learn in standard 8th third chapter indices and cube root. In earlier standard we have learnt about the indices and the law of indices. The product of any number can be expressed in the form of the indices. Watch the example. Here 2 into 2 into 2. How many times 2? There is a 3 times 2. So we write here 2 raised to 3. Now, in the second example, the 4 is 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 4 into 4 into 4 means equal to 4 raised to 3. We also know that if this is a 3 times, we also say the cube of the 2, cube of 4, 4 cube as well as. Here 6 into 6 into 6 into 6 into 6. How many times 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means 5 times 6. We write here 5. Like this. 2 raised to 5 means 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 means this 2 is 5 times, like this example. Here 2 is the base. We call 2 is the base. Two is the base and 5 is the index. And 2 raised to 5 is the index form. Total 2 raised to 5. This is known as index form. We call it as an index form. Now we learn about our next topic, meaning of the numbers with rational indices. Meaning of the number where the index is a rational number of the form 1 upon n. If there is a 1 upon n, what we get there, like the 1 upon n form, like this 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 5. Like this number, when there is any index of this number, how we find it? Look at this example. Some explanation is here. To show the square, we write the 2 on the index number. Here 2 expressed as a square. It is only for 2 we use this. If there is a cube, then it is used as a 3. But here first we learn about the according to the 2. What is it? It is a 2, the square, to show the 5 square of the 5. To show the square root, if there is a square root, there is index used as 1 upon 2, like this. Any number, square root means square root of the any number, means here is a radical sign we are use. Radical sign like this we draw, and in the radical sign we read as a square root of the 25. It is similar to the square root of 25, means it is expressed like this. This whole number is expressed like this. Now we'll learn according to it. The square of a can be written as a square, and the square root is written as like this. If there is any square, if there is a 3, that is cube root. But it is now we learn about only square. When we learn about the cube root, fifth root, sixth root, here we have to write. It is similar to that square root of a. This is the similar. If we are not right here, then read as a square root of a. And it is the similar, means the writing process is like this. It can be written as or expressed as a raised to 1 upon 2. It is a integer number, rational number. Look at this example. We are going to learn here, that is the 4 raised to 3, means 4 into 4 into 4, means it is the value 64, its value. If the cube root of the 3, cube root of the 64 is expressed in this way. Here we write here 3, and in the index form we write like this: 1 upon 3, 64 raised to 1 upon 3 index. Here 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 equal to 3 raised to 5. It's 5 times. The index is the 5, and the value is 243. Means we read here the fifth power of the 3 is 243. The fifth root of the 243 is expressed in this way: 243 raised to 1 upon 5. Nth root of a is expressed as a raised to 1 upon any number we keep here, and the base is a. It is expressed in this way. Means there is some examples are here. 128 raised to 1 upon 7. Seventh root of 128. In the exam, we are given in a written way. In this way, you have to express in this way. If we give this example and write in this form, you have to write in form like this. There is some examples for you in the practice set 3.1. According to it, the fifth root, here we write the fifth root of the 30. How we write? Cube root of the 80. This is expressed in the index form. You have to write like this, these numbers, and you have to write in the nth root of a like form. So first we write here. This is the answer. This is the answer. Eighth root of the 6. Here, the answer of the 512 raised to 1 upon 9, ninth root of the 512. Like this, solve the practice set 3.1 in the book. Now, like this, the second topic, the meaning of the number having the index in the rational form m upon n. Rational form m upon n. Look at this example. X square is a 64. The cube root of the 64 is written as a 64 raised to 1 upon 3. Now, if we put up the price of 64, 8 square, this is the 8 square is a 64. If here we write the 8 square, then we get the value 4. How it is? Cube root of the square of the 8 is 4. Means this is the similar in meaning. This meaning is because cube root of the 64 is a 4. Means we read as the cube root of square of 8 is 4. Cube root of, this is the root sign. Cube root of square of 8 is 4. Cube root of square of 8. Square of 8 is 4. Here, this is the equation first. As we compare to the second, means it is a format. Only format is changed. Cube root of the 8. Cube root of the 8 is a 8 raised to 3 equal to 2. We know the cube root of the 8 is a 2, means 2 into 2 into 2 equal to 8. Square root of the 8 is, means cube root of the 8 is 2 and it's a cube. 2 square is a 4. First equation there is also 4. Means only format is changed. Here is a 1 upon 3 is outer side, out of the bracket. The square cube root of this whole number. Here the square of this whole number. Cube root is a in the inner side. The square of this whole number. Means like this. These are the both are the same. If you write like this, then is a square is out. On this accordance, we use the rule a raised to m out of bracket equal to a raised to m into n. Is the same. Now understand the meaning. 8 raised to 2 upon 3. If extract 8 square and the cube root of that x square is multiply like this, 8 square m into n according to that formula. 2 into 1 upon 3 means 2 into 1 is a 2 and 3 1 is a 3. 2 raised to 2 upon 3. 8 raised to 2 upon 3. In this way, if there is a cube root of 8 and the square of that cube root is also the similar 1 upon 3 into the 2 upon 1. 2 into 1, 3 into 1 like this. So we read as cube root of the square of 8. cube root of the square of 8. Square of the cube root of 8. Square of the cube root of 8. Here I write the actual meaning, means the power of the root and the root of the power. First is the power of the root. Power of the root, and this is the root of the power. Means you have to write the cube root of the square of 8 as a power of the root, and the root of the power square of the cube root of 8. We get this point with general formula. We can express the two meanings of the number a raised to m upon n. You are right that a raised to m means and raised to nth root, nth root of mth power of a, mth power. Power of a, it's a nth root. Another second example, here the meaning mth power of nth root of a, mth power of nth root of a. Here is a nth root of mth power of a. In this example, there are some example we have tried to solve. 121 raised to 2 upon 5. 36 raised to 9 upon 4. Means you have to write this number, both number, in the two way, power of the root and the root of the power. And another way, you have to write in the index form. This is the index form. If you have given this example in an exam, then you have to write the following numbers in the form of the rational indices. This is the rational indices. You have to write in this form, and you have to write the answer of like in this form. Now you solve the practice set according to this. Recall, there is a square of the 3 is a 9. 3 square is equal to 9. Minus 3 square is also 9. Means the negative numbers square is a same. Means there is a two value of the 9. Means minus 3 and plus 3. So which are actual final? When you write the positive root like this, there is a plus sign, which are not always right here, but it is a positive sign, then answer is a positive 3. If there is a negative sign, negative root always written outside the minus sign, it is indicated by the minus 3. The value of this square root of the 9 is a minus 3. Keep in mind always that every positive number has the two square roots. Every positive number has two square root. Every positive number has two square root. Square root of a 0 is a 0. Square root of a 0 is a 0. Thus, you have to study the indices and the meaning of the rational number. There is a index form 1 upon n and m upon n. Solve the according to the process.